The corporate avatar will protect your mental health, your personal identity, and it pretty much it preserves you in the form that you've entered the corporation, right? So you're not leaving the corporation worse or defeated with your spirit broken. You're not living worse than you came in. Now, the simple steps to protect your identity at work is, first off, to define your career goals. Have very clear career goals and the purpose why you're at a particular job, right? So it might not be your dream job. You might not like your hours. It might not even be your dream position or your dream company. But it's good to be very clear-minded, to be very proactive about, okay, why am I here? On your first day of work, you want to know, okay, what am I going to do? What do I want to achieve personally on my first day of work? What do I want to achieve in my first week? What do I want to achieve in my first month? What do I want to achieve in 6 months, in a year, 5 years, 6 years down the line? All right, this helps you have a mental timeline. It prepares you to be in a corporate environment. It helps you know, how long do I even want to be here? You might end up spending longer than you planned, but it's good to keep a mental track of like what's been happening, what has changed, but what were your intentions when you entered? What are the what are the what's everything like right now, right? Has anything changed? What goals of mine have changed? What intentions have changed? What does the corporation want from me now that they didn't want before, or what did they want before that they don't want anymore, right? It helps you plan your career in a stretch, as a timeline which stops, as opposed to just living or working day by day with no end game or goal. That's mine, right? So define your career goals, and it's a very good it's also good to ask these questions during interviews. Hey, what's the 1 year expectation at this job? What's the 6 month expectation at this job? What am I expected to produce in my first week? Right? It also helps you set clear expectations for both yourself and your employer. Second thing to do is to craft professional traits, right? You want to build your corporate avatar. When you know what you want to achieve and the timeline and why you want to achieve that, right? It might just be, hey, I'm at this job so I can get bullet points for my resume for my next job, right? You now want to craft a professional avatar. Assign that avatar traits. Like, okay, this avatar, um she comes to work on time. She looks like a modern woman, right? Or she looks old school, right? She looks like she doesn't care about fashion. You want to, breathe life into your avatar. Think about what people will consider when they look at you, and try to mirror those traits, or those principles, those characteristics that you want people to get off or feel when they interact with you at work, right? Third advice is to limit personal disclosures. I'll say keep your personal interactions and the information you share to resume level, very surface level. Whatever is on your resume, you can share, right? Where did you go to school? You want to share where you went to school and the friends you kept at school. All of this, geared towards, say, building a resume in the eyes of your employee, of your colleagues. You want to talk about your previous employment, where you worked at before, and maybe your co-workers there. But all of this should, like I said, be geared towards, building a resume in the eyes or in the minds of your employees. Limit personal disclosures. Like, remember, at work, your co-workers are not your friends, right? uh at work, you want to make sure that you're not telling your co-workers anything that you wouldn't want them to repeat, right? Another recommendation would be to align your wardrobe and your communications and your entire presence to the avatar that you're building. Most importantly, your wardrobe. Whatever you wear and how you look is the first impression that people will get of you, right? So if you want people to think that you're trendy and you're cool, you want to look trendy and cool. If you want people to think, oh, okay, this person is, she looks like a no nonsense person, like she doesn't really care about, fashion or blending in, you want to reflect that in your wardrobe, right? I'll always say, hide and protect your insecurities. If you're insecure about a particular, like a part of your body, or anything, cover it up. Do not go to work exposing your insecurities, because your co-workers are not your friends. Your corporation, your employer, it hasn't been built to manage your emotion or to be careful with, your insecurities. So it will hurt you if you leave yourself open